Salvation behind the camera and action. Actually, you get the first sight of the main character, Dexter Barnes, and he's leaving. He's leaving England to go back to America. There was a few problems actually with the first episode. We did have quite a few problems with it. I think it was shot about 3 or 4 different times. I know that there was only me playing both characters, but it didn't seem to work for me at first. It didn't seem to go with the book that I'd wrote on it, because as you know, if you read the trailer or anything, this is really sort of based around a book that I've written, an unpublished novel, by the way, that I've written called Going Home, and it didn't seem to go with the book the first time that I shot. And then the second time I shot, it seemed to go with the book a bit more, but it wasn't quite there yet. And then obviously the third time that I shot it, it was the time that I actually put it on YouTube, because I suddenly realised you can't spend any more on this. If you spend any more time on it, you're going to lose your interest in it. So I thought, put up a basic one and we can just work from that. And that's what we are intending. What we are intending to do is work from that basic boundary that we've already got. So basically, what is behind the camera? Well, behind the camera is taking you literally behind the camera, as the show suggests. And what we're going to be showing you is we're going to be showing you excerpts from other people, from Aaron, of course, who's also on the show, from Lucy and Dan, if we can get them to do it. And we'll be showing you their take on the characters, how they feel that their characters relate to the human world, or human empathy, for instance. And I'll be telling you a little bit about the story and a little bit about my character, obviously. I'm going through some of the problems that we faced during filming, maybe, or something that went easy during filming. Yeah, it's made it. I have made stuff a little bit easier for this show, because obviously you're doing it with a lot of people. You need to give, because I sort of have to give them my vision, and that's the difficult thing. That you have to give people your vision, and you have to tell them how you particularly want it to be, and want it to be acted out on screen, because you have the words and you know how you want them to play out. But essentially, you've got to let them bring their own flair to the production, and that's brilliant. I mean, I love letting people like Aaron bring his own flair to a production, because it is fantastic to see some of the ideas that these guys come up with, and some of the scenarios and scenes that they create are just extraordinarily brilliant. So, over the next couple of weeks, or over the next couple of months even, we'll be bringing you exclusive behind the scenes footage. We'll also be bringing you some extra deleted scenes if we have any, and also some blooper reels if we have any of them too. We'll put them in the behind the scenes footage. Not everything goes according to plan. I'm going to pop in two. Actually, no. I'm going to pop in. Yeah, I'm going to pop in 2 bloopers here that came from the first season. Now, basically, this whole scene was actually cut. from the film. It's not actually in the film. There's no talking in the film whatsoever about this particular scene, because I didn't feel it needed something. The scene itself was that the character John was going to offer Dexter a drink, and he was going to offer him a drink of wine. Now, Dexter turns the wine down. In the book, Dexter turns the wine down and goes for the orange juice instead, because he says, I want to keep a clear mind, I don't want to drink, and I don't drink. Now, Dexter, as the character, does drink. You will see him drinking wine or alcohol through, in some plays in the series. But I mean, I drink wine myself. I do add the odd flutter on the wine front. I don't drink excessively because I hate it. But the odd glass of wine every week or so is fantastic. But so I decided that this wasn't really essential to knowing the characters. So it was cut, but here's the bloopers. A drink before you leave. No, I'll stick to the wine. Shit. I won't stick to the wine, I'll stick to the orange juice. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Okie dokie then. A drink before you leave. American accent, wrong accent. Here we go. So there are the bloopers for that particular scene. Not very funny in general. They're not very funny, to be honest. But we did them anyway. We took them and I decided to put them in here. I want to say something to a few people because my friends have commented on the fact that it's very dark when I'm doing the shot beside the windows. Well, there's two reasons for that. One of them is that there is no lighting in here. There's not much lighting in here. I mean, it's okay using this camera, but this camera is not really great for carting around a laptop everywhere while you're doing a film. And if you're doing it outside, it's really not great for carting a laptop around. You really do need a camera for that. So yeah, that's one reason. But the other reason was that I only thought of it after I'd actually shot the scene. That these two characters were very undefined. You didn't know anything about them. You had no idea who they were quite yet. So I thought, maybe leave them undefined. If they've got a shadow or something, if it was just like a shadow really that you could see, and I thought, well, that makes them undefined. You can't see the characteristics, you can't see the features, So that was another reason as well. And another reason I thought of a couple of days ago was because obviously two people doing the same scene, you do need them to look slightly different. And if they're a shadow, they don't look as they don't look as samey because it's the same person acting in both parts. So the first episode is done. It's part 1 of 2. So part 2 will be uploaded on Tuesday. I hope it will be uploaded on Tuesday anyway. And I'm hoping that I'm hoping to be able to do a scene with Aaron this weekend. So yeah, join us next time for Behind the Camera on the show. We'll be telling you a little bit more about the show and a little bit more about Aaron's character, who will be coming into it this week as well. Join us for that next week. From all of us here at Behind the Camera on Salvation, goodbye, good night, and thank you for watching. That was rubbish. Cut.